Welcome to the Man Cave Podcast. I'm your host, James Eugene, and I'm here with my co-hosts, Westbrook and Mike.
What's up?
All right, and our topic today is what's the difference between a lie, omission, and a half-truth?
Yep.
All right? Now, to give you guys some context, I know most people think omitting the truth is a lie, but I'm here to say
It is.
wrong.
It is.
Wrong.
It is.
Dave, Westbrook, what you think?
I think it's all the same. There's no difference, except for half truth. Lying and omission go hand in hand. I'm telling you. But
No,
yes,
no.
even when y'all explained it to me when you walk in here, I still didn't. I'm just like, what? You're still lying though.
All right. This is it. All right. When you lie, that means you're fabricating reality. You're stating something that's not really true.
Mm-hmm.
But omission, however, is when you don't say a thing. You don't say yes or no. You keep your mouth shut. And that's omission. That is not a lie.
But remember, people be like, silence is your answer. So if you be like, she be like, oh, if your girl be like, oh, you cheated on me, and you just silent, she be like, okay, so I'm taking that as an answer. You gonna have to tell the answer.
She could take the silence as an answer, but it's not the answer until I say so.
But it's still an answer to them.
No.
It's not the
Because-
answer that they want.
Yes, you see, that's the thing. When most people think
Nigga, like, oh.
when most people think that omission is a lie, it's normally because they look bad in the situation, right? For example, if a girl finds out that her husband or boyfriend is cheating on her, she looks negative. She looks bad, right? Because she's being cheated on, she's being played. Now she feels like she looks stupid in front of everybody because she didn't have the truth, but the truth was revealed to her afterwards. You guys get it? Now, let's take that same example, right? And show you what's the difference between a lie and omitting the truth, right? So if a girl says, babe, did you sleep, did you cheat on me? If the guy says no, when the guy says no, right? And clearly he's been cheating, that is a lie. But this is an omission of the truth. If the same girl says, did you cheat on me? The guy says nothing. If he says, man, stop playing, that is an omission of the truth. Or if he says, you want something to eat, that is omission of the truth.
No, anything but a yes or no is an omission. Simple.
Facts.
He didn't lie. He just decided not to answer the question.
Exactly.
But they're both as bad.
No, omitting the truth is not bad. Because you're not giving a direct response. You're not giving it a response at all.
But people don't want an omission. They want either the truth or a lie. And that's the cold, hard truth. They either want either or. They don't want no gray area. Like I said, they don't want that. So even if you lie, you still gonna be messed up in the end. You omit, they find out you omit, still gonna be messed up in the end. You better off just saying the truth and deal with the consequences.
Well, it depends because there's so many guys that have omitted the truth. Seriously, guys, let's think about it. There's so many guys that omit the truth, but they still get what they want. There's so many women out there that omit the truth, but they still get what they want. You see?
Yeah.
For example, if a girl says, if a guy confronts a girl and says, did you cheat on me? And the girl says, you know what? I'm gonna suck your dick tonight. She didn't say yes or no.
Mm-hmm.
She bypassed the question with an offer. That's a perfect example of omission. What is he gonna say? No, I don't want it tonight.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like, all right, go ahead.
No.
Most guys would think.
Exactly.
Simp would
What?
say, yeah, go ahead. But
So you trying to say, your girl, you ask your girl, you cheating on me, and she, let me give you head. You gonna be like,
why?
oh wow, I might as well. Hell no, you gotta go.
I'll get the top first and then reiterate the question.
Man,
You know, I mean, she that's her final goodbye, right?
That's a funny way to look at it.
that is. But still, come on. You don't want her to be nowhere near you if you find out. Like, come on, like
That is true because that is a blatant sign of disrespect. However, the thing is,
Like-
I can't really confirm if she's cheating or not without her response and without evidence. So this is why omission is very, like you said, omission is a gray area.
But look, if
I agree with you.
If she okay, so if
But
you
the
ask
thing
her
is,
that,
the fact that I don't have proof, I can't do anything about it.
so if you ask her, you cheat on me, and in the past she don't like giving you head, but if she say, let me suck your dick, and you not gonna be like, oh yeah, that's my answer.
Yes, I'm gonna think she's cheating on me because she's never done that before, or she doesn't like doing it now, and
Exactly.
she's offering. I'm gonna think something is wrong. However, I need the proof. You see, I can't convict her, or or pass a judgment without finding evidence.
But you can know, because if she's not gonna tell you like a straight up answer, then yo, I got my answer. Until you could prove to me that you didn't, I got my answer. You lied. Boom.
Well, this is where I think there's a difference between the evidence and the proof, right?
Mm-hmm.
Evidence is you see certain clues that start to add up, but you still don't have the concrete proof.
Mm-hmm.
You see? So, for instance, if I see my girl, every time she answers the phone, she goes to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
While she's texting, she's laughing.
Mm-hmm.
Those are all evidence.
Yeah.
But until I catch her in
The act?
that's the proof.
Nah.
You see, that is the definitive
No,
proof.
because if she acting like
Some dudes don't ever figure out or find out that they girl's cheating.
those are the ones that don't want to find out. The ones that
You can't.
that-
Not everyone catches their girl in the act of cheating. Though.
No, not in the act. I'm saying if they get that evidence, like, oh, I'm peeping what she's doing. Like, if she was acting this way before,
Yes.
like, oh, lovey-dovey, and then she started getting a little distant, I'm gonna be like, okay, let me see how you moving. Like, come on, any man,
Yes.
well, any genuine, real dude would
Yes.
say, let me see what you about now.
Yes, but the thing is, though, you may have evidence and it can be completely wrong because of your assumptions. You see, you need the actual proof because let's say if you have a girl and she start pulling away, that may not necessarily mean she's cheating. Maybe there's a death in the family. Maybe she's sick and she found out bad news.
But she will tell you that, though.
We don't. It depends on how strong the relationship is.
Yeah,
and
it
how,
depends on the type of communication that you have.
Yeah, but that, like, most relationships have that type of communication where you can be like, there's been a
I
death in
mean,
the
you can't
family.
really assume because
No, you
That's what I'm saying. But let's say if she got bad news, like, oh, she got cancer, and she's withdrawn her. I mean, my examples are clearly extreme in this scenario, but these things does happen. Let's say if she, the doctor told her you're gonna get cancer and your head is about to be bald. She may pull away. She may want to pull away from you.
But no, why would she want to do that? That's something you would
because
tell.
you seen her with hair and now you gotta grip
But-
the
but-
dome when you doing that.
Now, if it was a girl with him, I understand. But come
Like,
on,
let's be real. Now all women likes their bean to be palmed, bro. Simple.
no, man. I'm saying like you should be able to accept her bald or not.
I get it, but she's withdrawing away from you. Now, you may have the evidence like, oh, she's cheating, but you don't have the proof. You see? This is what I'm saying.
No, but you said it. Like if she's like acting different, laughing on the phone, going to the bathroom, doing like weird stuff, like some
Yes.
obscene stuff. You wouldn't be like,
I would suspect, but until I have the definitive proof, like for instance, let's say if I got a kid and he don't look nothing like me, I may have some evidence, like let's say, his nose don't match up with mine, His lips look like, I have big lips. He may have thin lips. My hair is nappy. His hair is smooth. I might have all these different evidence, but until I get that DNA test or I go to the Maury show and Maury tells me this, you are the father. You see, I need that proof. You see?
No, but if a child is like that, no lips, and y'all both black and straight hair and all that, you can't tell me that you can tell that's not your
If
baby.
my child come out with no lips, that's not mine. Simple, it's not mine.
Facts.
It's not mine.
Well,
No nappy hair, not mine.
Come on.
I'm dragging with a nappy hair, but if my girl had curly hair, then that's different. But if you don't have big lips, it's not mine.
Alright, so what if they come out light? Like real light, like they go a white passing mixed person.
If they could pass as white?
Yeah.
If both of us dark skinned,
That's
she
not-
cheated on me.
No, because some of them do end up like that. They
There's
two dark skinned people will have a
dark-skinned
baby.
people in
light skin.
Africa, they can create albino babies.
Yeah.
I get that.
Well,
We in New York. It does not happen that way.
It's-
We are in. I'm not gonna say the location, but
yeah, Brooklyn. The hell?
oh yeah, you're right. So we in Brooklyn, but all jokes aside, I like dark skinned women. So
Oh God.
I mean, I don't discriminate. I like all women,
Sure you don't.
but
This guy over here.
dark skinned women is just something about them I gravitate to,
Trying to
right?
get some pictures.
So if you have a baby,
Mm-hmm.
the baby come out white, she's gone, that child's gone,
that's what I'm talking about.
everything about her is just out the
So-
window.
Kick it to the curb.
How you know? But you're not gonna take care of it. Like if
No!
What if your name is on the birth certificate? Like you sign that.
First off, in order for my name to be on the birth certificate, I have to be there. And I have to be willing to put my name on it.
And you know
If I
what?
see that baby white,
Come on,
Deuces,
no.
I'm out of
Cause
there.
babies come out white. Don't do that. Babies do be coming out white. They be coming
Baby-
out light. Come on.
come out
It takes a while.
pale.
It takes a while for them to get their skin
The
color.
color, yeah,
Their
I agree.
complexion.
I agree with you.
I
I
get
agree
it.
with you.
They
I agree with you.
But two dark skinned people and you have a white baby, we
And the thing is, she probably knows too. That's who she slept with, and
course.
and she's dragging you along, making you sign the birth certificate.
she better be
You see?
lucky I don't punt that baby off to the hospital.
No, don't say that.
Yeah.
He's joking, y'all. Don't
You see?
say that.
Now check this out.
say
Now check this out. The fact that she didn't say anything means she's omitting.
She's lying.
She's omitting.
She's lying.
If she says, if you ask, is that baby mine? And she says yes, and when the
Oh,
baby's
then
clean now,
that's
that's
a lie.
clearly a
That's a
lie.
bull-
But if she says, if she doesn't say anything, that means she's omitted
If
the
you ask her,
truth.
is the while she's pregnant, and you ask her, is the baby mine? She's gonna be like, babe, you know,
You
I've
don't
been
want
with
it.
you for how
The
long?
only person I slept with, all that. Okay. I see
Omission.
your test. Okay, I see your test. Okay.
It's the same thing. You know, I just got a text too.
Now,
Allah is conscious. You are aware of it. Omission, just
Who
leave
sent
it
you that? Who
out.
sent you that?
My boy Bird. Shout out to
Cool.
Birds.
Of course.
Shout out to Dormanville, alright?
Of course.
He said omission to leave it out. A mistruth can be of ignorance or a lacking of information. So,
But so, by those
Nah.
definitions, they both don't sound bad to y'all.
no, a lie is. I feel like a lie is so much worse because the thing is, I gave you the example in the train, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I say, "Yo, Westbrook,
Yeah.
does my breath stink?"
Mm-hmm.
and you know it stinks,
Mm-hmm.
facts.
but you say no,
Mm-hmm.
I can't fix it. Right. If no, seriously, if my breath smell like onions and garlic, and you say, nah, no, James, your breath is good. I can't fix it now because I'm gonna think my breath is okay, and meanwhile it is hot.
Yeah. Okay.
You see, I can't fix it. But if you tell me yes,
Mm-hmm.
then I could do something about my breath. I can go visit
But if
a dentist.
But not everybody can take that. Yes, like I said, not everybody can
Yes,
take that truth.
but
Yo,
I would consider you a
Who
real friend.
cares if someone is that emotional?
No, you care because people get their feelings hurt a
Yes,
lot.
but the
Trust
thing
me,
is-
I have told people like, "Yo, you need to get yourself together, bro," and they be like, "You trying to attack me?" I'm like, "No, I'm trying to." And the whole big thing.
All
that
right,
I
but
didn't
how
need-
did you say it though? Did you say it just like that?
I said it like how I would say it as a regular New Yorker. Yo, you need to get your shit together.
If you see, the thing is, I feel like
Is that true?
it depends on how close you are with the
yeah,
person.
you gotta
Yeah,
really
Because
if
if you say-
I'm not gonna lie to you.
if you said that to me, I would say, okay, clearly I'm friends with you. I've known you for a while, and I know you don't want me to fail, or you don't have bad intentions towards me.
Yeah.
So if you're telling me something, I gotta understand it and try to do something because you want me to level up.
Yeah.
You see? So I would take that as, yeah, he's doing it out of love. He's bringing some sort of correction out of love.
But not everybody can take. Even if you close to the person, you could be with your girl. Like I said, you like, hey babe,
Alright,
you look like
if
sloppy
it's your-
mess. She gonna take offense to it, like you
Of
attacking
course,
her,
but
but it's not
if
that.
it's your partner, you gotta talk to them a certain way. Like, listen, you know for a fact, I'm not gonna say anything that I don't mean. And I'm not gonna say anything to hurt you intentionally.
Yeah.
This is a space where we're supposed to talk about issues that we could work on. Now, in your case, I believe that this is what you need to work on.
You need to go to the gym, lose that weight.
Don't say that because
Nah,
that's gonna be now
like-
immediate defense.
Nah.
What you mean?
If you want to go to the gym, be like, I want a gym partner, and you my partner, so
That's
we
a
gotta be
mixture.
in this together. Nah, I'm being real.
That's an omission.
That's a mistruth.
That's
too.
an omission.
How?
And a mistruth.
no.
Yes, it is.
It's no.
I said if you want a girl to go to the gym with you, just be like,
Hey, I need
I
a gym
want
partner.
you to be my gym partner.
That's a mistruth because you really don't need a gym partner. She
No.
needs that.
Well, for me, I definitely want my girl to be my gym partner.
But I'm not saying that. But she don't technically need to be a gym partner. You're saying, okay, she is this way.
No, I'm
Okay,
saying I
boom.
want-
Let me try to get her into the gym. That's a mistruth. You're not saying, hey, babe, you really getting overweight.
I see what you're trying to say.
See?
You're not.
I
You're
get
not.
it.
That's like a
Now,
half truth
I'm being,
because
no, that's me being truthful. Now, a mistruth is if she would ask you, "Am I gaining weight?" and be like, "Not that much, not that much," knowing damn well
that is.
she gained like 30,
Okay, that do make sense.
and she's not even pregnant. She was just wilding on a bunch of ice cream. That's a mistruth.
Yes,
Yeah.
and omission is when when your girl asks you, if she's fat, you just say, no, let's go. I mean, no, if you say no, that's a lie. But if you say, let's go to the gym, or if you say, let's go to Burger King,
A perfect.
that's omission. You're not you didn't answer her question.
That's
A
bad
perfect,
though.
a perfect omission
That's
when she asks you,
bad.
"Have I been gaining weight?" Where is this coming from? Where is this coming
That
from?
is
That is a
That's
good
amazing.
one. That is
That
a
is
good one.
amazing.
That is a good one.
Simple.
That is a good one. Or a perfect omission is if she asks you, "Am I gaining weight?" You could. You want to watch a movie?
For real.
So you
just
dodged
completely
the-
dodge the
dodged
question. You want to watch a
That's
movie?
an omission.
That's still hurtful though, cause she be like, damn, you're not even trying to.
Oh yeah, of course it's gonna be hurtful because
Yeah.
you didn't answer the question.
Exactly, but
You didn't say omission is the
women
right thing
take
to
that
do.
question. Hey, babe, am I gaining weight? Do I look a little? Am I attractive to you? And you say, you want to go get something to eat. You want to? They're gonna be like, damn.
You
Like,
know, speaking of that, you watched the blue therapy.
oh, the blue pill therapy.
That's what it is.
I think so. Yeah.
With the African couple.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
That was. Oh, you need to watch that.
What's it about?
It's like these couples that go to this white lady for therapy, right?
Mhm.
Oh, I seen that. Yeah,
Yes.
I seen that.
I know you've seen it.
Yeah.
Yo, The dude that was with
Which one? The one in the suit? Or
the dude with the suit that was with
Yo, that was wild.
Chioma.
Yeah.
He was bugging.
Oh,
In the sense that
yeah.
if you don't want to tap that as often as you can, you bugging.
Yeah, cause he was wild. He was like, she would be
bugging.
like, they would make a schedule and be like, hey babe, we should have sex at this time.
Yeah.
What? A woman that said, I want to have sex 3 times a day, not a week, a day. You're bugging.
Fellas.
I mean, she didn't say that.
Yes, she did.
Fellas.
She said,
She's saying she doesn't want it. He said that she wants it 24/7.
no. She said, I want it 3 times a day. She said that.
Fellas, if you ever
Because he
meet a
don't do it to her
girl,
often. So that's why she's saying that.
if you ever meet a girl that wants it 3 times a day, she's a keeper.
Okay, oh.
She's a keeper.
I thought you
Because you know why? Most women do not initiate sex at all.
At all.
At all.
At all.
So if you have a girl that initiates sex or wants it 3 times a day, that is a keeper.
I get it.
Yeah.
We all could
We're
say
talking about
that.
a long-time partner, not a momentary.
Long-term partner. If
all
you know,
could
if your
say
girl
that.
is a good girl, of course, and if she doesn't cheat around, and if she's nice to you,
Cool.
and if she wants it, that's a keeper. But if you know, if she's a hoe, if she's a
Promiscuous woman.
promiscuous,
Nah.
you know, a loose cannon,
We could say that.
you gotta
all we
cancel
want.
her.
We could say that all we want, but until we in that situation with a girl that wants it 3 times, you know damn well we do not want to be wasting all of our energy 3 times a day.
It's not about wasting energy. It's about, dang, like, he said, oh, you want me to be inside you 24/7. She didn't even say that. She's like, yo, you're not even fulfilling what you said you were going to do. So
He's not
now
fulfilling
her
his
sex
man
drive is
duties.
going to... Huh?
He's not fulfilling his man duties to her.
But you know
And
the
she said not 24/7. That's
But
her
she-
exact words. But she said once in a while. She even said she even tried wearing booty shorts. around the house,
try
and
to
he wouldn't even
lingerie.
touch her.
Yeah, he went to sleep. Like, I was like, okay, that's...
what?
And he slept after they scheduled a day.
Yeah.
But you know the real. Let's really talk about it.
I mean, if he's-
Why
if he's-
do most cheating happen? Why do men go outside their relationship or women go outside their
So
relationship?
their partner's not giving what they necessarily need.
Exactly. One of the reasons is lack of sex.
I think
Honestly.
for men is lack of sex. Like
It's a physical thing. Like
yeah,
that.
they missing something. They missing a type of thrill. Like, and they could be bored. You know what I mean? Like a lot of men don't like the idea of
But women,
sleeping with just one woman
I do.
at a time.
No,
I do.
But let's say think about it. Let's say if you have one girl and she sleeps with you every single day, I think most guys won't have the inclination to cheat.
Yeah.
They would stay faithful.
And if not every day, almost every day.
Almost every right, exactly. You know.
Yeah. But women look for an emotional attachment. They can't just cheat and not
Right.
feel. A woman would cheat mentally, and then after that is gone, she's gone. And men could just cheat, come back, be like, hey babe, I'm sorry, I love you, I cheated. Boom. Women would be like, yeah, I love you, I guess. I don't
That
want
means
to-
she clocked out a long time ago.
Yeah, they
So,
do
but
that.
okay,
when
so
a woman is quick to leave like that, that means she was
wasn't
planning
getting-
it.
She wasn't getting anything from it. You could tell.
She was planning. She was
Yeah.
planning on leaving
Yeah.
from prior to the time that she left.
Mm-hmm.
all right, so break that down because most guys don't know how to communicate emotionally with women. What does that mean exactly? If a woman asks for an emotional connection, what does that mean exactly?
Honestly, they just want to hear from my experience, most women want to be like, they want you to open up more. Like, they don't want you to be like too emotional, but they want to have that time. Like, okay, I could come to him, vent to him, talk to him. They want that. They don't need that bravado that you show to the world. They really want what is it called? Like,
Being macho?
not macho, but you just have your guard down.
I see.
Yeah, and they like
But all right, so but I mean, if women wants to talk,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like most guys are there to talk.
No. Most guys aren't there.
Most guys aren't there. Okay.
Most guys do not care. And I'm telling you from experience, these are dudes I heard. My girl be talking, I don't care what she talking about. I be like, okay. Damn, that's tough. Like, they told me, like, I'll be sitting there with them
Yeah.
while they say that. I'm like, shit, damn. you can't talk to her. Like, oh, okay, cool. But
I think the problem is a lot of men. I think we all know this, but a lot of men don't want their women to know how they are.
Yeah.
In that light.
Being vulnerable.
They don't want to see you vulnerable because they're supposed to be the man. They're supposed to be the provider.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? There's just certain ways you don't want your partner to look at you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like we all have
emotions.
Of course we all have emotions, but even like skeletons in your closet. You know what I mean? Some stuff you just keep to yourself.
Like keep it.
You know what I mean? No matter who it is, whether it's your partner, yes or no. It's just some stuff you just take with you to the grave. You know what I mean?
But that's typically most men though. Most men, I could be friends with you and something could be troubling you.
Mm-hmm.
Unless if I don't see those physical signs, I would never know what's troubling you.
Yeah, because I could pretend to be happy, like the
Right.
facade of happy. But
Right.
once I get home, I'd be the most miserable person.
Right.
And people would never know. And it happens.
Right.
Trust me.
But the thing is that the difference between men and women though, if you're going through problems, I don't have to necessarily show you emotion for me to figure out what that problem is, because I can always tackle it from a logical point of view.
Yeah.
You see? And I think this is where the miscommunication between men and women comes from, because a lot of guys don't know how to communicate emotionally.
Nobody know how to communicate emotionally, actually.
I mean, I feel like females, they can say stuff to each other and they understand it. But for guys, it's just like, break it down for me to a simplest form so I can find a solution in a problem.
Yeah.
You see?
Okay, yeah.
Because that's how most guys operate. What is the issue so I can solve it?
Yeah.
I don't like emotions. You're allowed to feel however you feel, but at the end of the day, your feelings is not going to solve the issue. Okay. And this is why I think most guys tune out, because it's just like, oh, I'm hearing a whole bunch of emotions, but I'm not actually. You're not really telling me what's the nitty gritty of your problem, so I can try to fix it as a man.
Yeah.
You see, that's what I think.
Women want men to just communicate their problems, even if they can't help. You still want a man to just voice what's going on with them.
I think they just like the thought of being able
I'll be honest,
I could talk to you.
I'll be honest, sometimes to certain men, they find it pointless, because it's like, you want me to speak about it, okay, fine, but if we're not focusing on a solution to fix the problem, then there's really no need to talk about it in the first place.
Right.
I get certain men with that aspect. Now, I actually do agree. You know what I mean? Like, if you're not helping me with a problem, then it makes no sense for me to tell you the problem.
Right.
But them not voicing it, men, we have a thing where if we don't voice what's going on, we're gonna show something is going on without telling someone something is going on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's what the problem is, because it's like, we're not telling nobody, so we just distance ourselves. And it's like, excuse me, we create our own wall of like, I'm completely absent from the world right now. I'm just focusing on me. A lot of women don't understand that.
I mean, that's
the reason why is because men don't say that directly.
You know what's so interesting?
Just drag them on.
What you just said reminded me of T.D. Jake's sermon, where he says, men are like Superman. We shoulder the world on our shoulders, and we don't ask for help. But meanwhile, we're crying from the inside for help. But we're just too prideful to ask for help, because we feel we're Superman. We feel like we can solve our problems.
Yeah,
you see?
Nobody wants Clark Kent. That's why we have to show that, because once we show that, the perception of you changes.
Right.
And you could have this macho-ness, but once you show that emotion, and like especially in a woman mind, you like cry in front of a woman, her whole perception of you change. Like it's like, oh, he's emotional. Like I don't.
That's what I'm saying.
I like that. So
you see, That's another reason too. Like most guys don't show emotion because women don't want emotional men.
Yeah.
And sometimes when guys do vent, women reject that and they see that as a sign of weakness. So you're kind of sending double messages.
Yeah.
You see, you're pretty much saying, I want you to show emotion, but not enough for me not to be not attractive to you.
Yeah.
And that's kind of wrong. And this is why most guys, they rather suffer in silence and not say anything like, oh, everything is fine, and they'll find a solution. You see?
Or like we as men, we would we would dismiss how we feel, and if somebody feeling, we would try to be like, we would try to find a solution for them, but we can't find it by ourselves because we don't want to let people in like that. But me personally, I wouldn't let. The worst thing would be happening to me. I would not care if someone going. I'm like, what's wrong with you? How can I help you?
Yeah.
But I wouldn't want that for me because I want to deal with it myself.
Right.
And I think that's toxic because once you do that, that's like that's no.
It is.
Like,
it
no,
is.
Like I'm trying to help you and you not. I don't need that.
Yeah.
That's just how I'm wired. That's why.
Yeah, I think people that's like that, they help others so that way they can forget about their problems momentarily. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't want to deal with the pressure of their problems right now because it's like, maybe I don't want to focus on it right now. Let me focus on something else and get my mind off it. So that way, to some people, it's like me helping someone else is gonna make me rewire. It's gonna rewire myself. It's gonna reboot myself to be like, okay, let me look at my own problem objectively. Now, every man shouldn't go about solving a problem with just emotionally, you know what I mean? Because that's how you make dumb mistakes.
Right.
But at the same time, it's like, yo, I get it, but you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No one wants to continually have a problem and then not solve it.
Yeah, I agree. Sometimes when you offer somebody a solution, you actually find the solution to your own problems. You know? Other times too, we don't tell other people our problems because, again, we don't want to seem weak in front of that person. You know, so it's a lot. But I think, you know, as men, you know, we should rely upon each other a lot more. And I think we should let our women in to a certain extent.
Yeah, but like all over social media, what they pushing is like you gotta be a quote unquote alpha male. You gotta be the head of the like all these like the age of the life coach and dating coach is. I think this is hurting people because they're hearing what people saying, and I want to talk about more. They're hearing about what people saying like, oh, this is what I find them a high value man or a high value woman. Like, fuck all that high value shit. Find someone that's compatible with you, someone that understands you and that's willing to, you know, sacrifice with you. Because the misconception of what quote unquote love is this, we gotta go here, we gotta take this many pictures, we gotta dress like this. Like, no, like it's more, it's communication, understanding, and sacrifice. People, and that's what we don't get.
Right.
As men and as women, we don't get that. And this, like the Derek Jacksons, the Pastor Poppy Dunn, they just ruin it. I think that's why Kevin Samuels, he's like, I agree with him on a lot of stuff because he's not lying.
Right.
He don't lie.
Right. You know, these dating coaches, and sometimes, you know, the advice that people give in relationships can be extremely toxic.
Very toxic.
You know, and I agree with everything that you say. The whole thing, you know, the word that keeps popping up in my head is balance with everything. You know, if you're in a relationship, you know, compatibility is a must. Before finances, and finances are more realistic. Yes, I understand that you need that. You can't avoid finances because you got to support yourself and you got to support your family as a man. However, compatibility comes first. You got to be comfortable around that person.
And when we say compatibility, we don't mean you have to have the same taste in food, music, and all that. I'm just saying, like, do y'all mesh well together?
Exactly.
Yeah, you need someone that compliments you.
Yeah.
You don't have no one that, You know, I seen a post. It was like, be with someone that's like walking into an air conditioned room on a hot summer day. Yo,
Yes. It
That's
gradually
crazy.
adjusts. I get it. That's cool.
because it's like you be steaming, but once you walk, like we from Brooklyn. You ever walk into Bobby's?
Oh,
Yo, when you walk into Bobby's,
They don't know about Bobby's.
They don't know about it.
Unless if you're from Brooklyn, you don't.
Yeah, but any store that you know
yeah.
that AC is booming,
Barbershop.
you like, oh my gosh, that's how you. That's someone that you're supposed to be with, not someone that's like you like a bag of chips, like you just lazy, like
Common.
right, mad basic.
Yes.
Yo, you know what's funny? I have not seen a child eat Lay's like that anymore. I don't see children eating Lay's.
Or Utz. UTZ.
Yeah. All they eat Takis, Cheetos, Doritos, maybe.
They grow weird. That's why.
Yeah. But I think
Yo.
But the thing is, I feel like women need to understand that too. I think women need to understand that too. Like, don't just pick a guy because he has money. Choosing that high value man it requires a lot of sacrifice. Sacrifice that you may not be willing to do to acquire that man. You see? Choose a guy that's gonna treat you nice, that's gonna make you smile, and that cares about you. This is why I hate when women put guys on the friend zone. Because you want a guy that's your friend and that understands you, but why are you putting this guy in the friend zone? You see, because you think
her quote unquote type or her she wants in a man. That's the more, but they want the dudes that they don't care like the assholes of the world. It's like,
but this is the contradiction in women though.
But they want a good man though.
They want a good guy.
This is what the pick of the litter you take.
They want a guy to be their friend. Their husband is gonna be their friend.
Yeah.
Why not pick the guy who is your friend? He knows you inside and out. And the thing is, you know what I think? I think women look at love as this Disney fantasy thing. Yeah. When they don't even realize that love is not
a fairy tale.
Love is not lust.
It's a difference.
It's a difference. Because when you're attracted to somebody, that's lust. If you're attracted by their physical appearance, that is lust.
Like if you could listen to a girl talk and be like, oh damn, I'm intrigued. Like let me like if you want to be like, yo, let me know about your day. Like I'm eager to. That's love. Because no man that wants to just hit it and quit it is gonna be like, let me hear about your day. They gonna be like, yo, you trying to come through real quick?
Exactly.
That's not love.
Exactly.
Trust me, like the perception of what love is, it's very skewed. It's just very skewed. It's like love is not what these couple go like that. To me, before in the past, that shit. Oh, I wanted that. I need that.
Yeah.
I got older. That shit is the corniest shit ever. That whole stick whack. Yeah. I'm like, this is what you think love is? All the people that you thought was compatible back then have broken up. The people that was doing the matching clothes and the jet broke up.
Facts.
What do you do? What do you think they're going? Come on, that don't mean nothing. That money don't. That. Okay, this love, this dating coach, Pastor Papa Don. I gotta find his video, but he does the most obscene shit I have ever heard. Like he panders to women, and if you don't know what pandering is, that is like you're feeding to one side and neglecting another. So you're like, okay, I'm gonna try to get this up. So so I'm gonna say what he says. He says, oh, instead of trying to tell a woman your hopes and dreams, give her some fucking money. I know. No bull. This is the message he's telling women, and there's women out here saying, "You better preach, tell the truth."
Like that.
He's toxic.
What the
He's toxic. Definitely toxic.
Bomb. That's what he is.
Because the thing is though, he's for his advice to men is not gonna get you the type of woman that you want.
at all.
Because these women are only going to be interested in your finances, and that's it. They're not going to like you for who you are and your personality. You see?
Good morning. It's 2021. Nobody has a talking stage in them. Let's skip the talking stage. Fuck that. Send us some money, and then y'all can start talking. What do
You see?
Sunday.
How do you say skip the talking phase and send her money? How do you do that? You see?
Let me tell. He said spend $800 on a first date. If I'm not, how you know I'm still interested in you?
You see? Yeah.
I'm not doing that. I'm not spending. I want to get to know you. Like if I like a girl, I'm gonna be like, yo, I want to get to know you. Let's talk for I don't want no sex from you, no nothing. I'm not trying to use you. Let me know you more.
Right.
You know,
What he's saying is neglecting that, and that's when women say, "Oh yeah," they only think about the money. That money can go in an instant, and people don't
But the thing
realize
is, though,
that.
what he's saying is actually toxic because
Very toxic.
as a guy, you coming out of high school, what money are you really making?
What money? What job do you have?
Sometimes when you go to college, what money are you really making?
You probably gonna be broke.
You know that
But
money that
when
you're
you
making
say-
is going straight to books, is going straight to tuition, is going to further your career. So what money do you have? This is why you need to, women, don't take his advice. Men, don't take his advice.
Please don't.
Because
Look at Derek Jackson. He was telling women, oh, if a man if he cheat on you and he don't really love you, cheating on his wife. So, nigga, you was pandering this whole time.
He's a hypocrite.
Hypocritical ass nigga. And I'm like, how can you sit here and destroy the value of a black man as a black man and then in the same breath be cheating on your wife and then have her looking stupid in a bonnet, looking crazy? Man,
but I think when you say talk to a female or women, a lot of women get scared because
what you mean?
when you mention I just want to talk to you, get to know you, that automatically triggers. Okay, when a guy wants to get to know you, is like that's right before a relationship. Once relationship getting out into women's minds, it's like,
yeah,
I don't really know if I'm up for it. Maybe we could talk. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
So I mean, if by your example, if you say I want to talk to a girl and she's apprehensive, or she's afraid of that because she doesn't because she doesn't want to pursue a relationship.
She gonna tell you. She's gonna be like, hey, that's not what I'm looking for. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go. And people need to start doing that.
She wants to play the field a lot more.
Go heal if you need to heal from stuff. There's people jumping in relationships.
It may not even be healing. Maybe she wants to explore her sexuality.
Yeah.
And she doesn't want you to talk because she wants to live the fast life.
Yeah.
It could be a possibility
I'll be
too.
honest, man. If you have a goal in mind, stick to that goal. If you want to get to know certain women, and they're not up for it, leave them alone. There's a whole bunch of women out there. You don't gotta try to convince women to try to.
Yeah, because that's manipulation. If you trying to but we could just do it. Manipulate.
I don't think it's manipulation.
It is
in terms of the definition.
But in a sense it is because you're trying to coerce her to get into that relationship.
No. I mean, manipulation is like an ulterior motive. You have your own agenda in mind for manipulation. Trying to convince someone is like just making them see a different view than their own, without having your own agenda in mind. You know what I mean? Like,
but you should make that clear.
You're trying to convince her that you have good qualities.
But
you should make it clear. A great guy.
Like, yo, I don't have no agenda behind it. I'm trying to.
Right. It's just like
just make your.
That's why.
Be clear.
That's why women, they don't like being in a relationship with guys that they initially were friends with.
Yeah.
Because if you're in the friend zone, you got to do a whole bunch of convincing in order for her to even consider you. Maybe he might be.
Yeah, but you
qualified for a relationship.
You gotta differentiate from who you want to have your homegirl, who you want to.
No, but you see the problem with that. This is where I disagree with the friend zone because or disagree with women putting guys in the friend zone because these 50-year marriages or 60-year marriages, you know, these old couples that get married for decades and decades, they were friends. They'll tell you that's their best friends. You're never going to reach there with guys that are not your friends. And you're never going to reach that level where the person knows you inside and out if you're not friends with the person. Because every relationship, for it to work, the foundation has to be a strong friendship.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm going to be friends with you, Westbrook, for 10, 20, 30 years, that friendship has to be there.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm going to come, even with family members, that friendship has to be there.
Yeah, because you don't want a partner that you can't come and talk to and just, you know, like you want that. Because you don't want to be telling everybody else. You want to tell your partner.
How could you tell your secrets to your best friend and you can't reveal that to your own boyfriend?
Your best friend should be your partner. Point
You
blank.
see? They already, obviously, if you're friends, you guys like each other.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you guys wouldn't be around each other.
Yeah.
So do you believe women that's in a relationship should have guy best friends?
They got friends, but not guy best friends.
I feel like the guy that the guy that they're with, and as a mate, should be their best friend.
That best friend.
That's not the question I asked though.
No, because
Well,
a guy friend
Do
would be
you
more.
think that women in a relationship should have, or is a good idea to have
No,
male best friends?
Yeah,
No. no, because you got to understand the nature of guys. We're competitive.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're thinking that the best friend that you have is out for some. You know, in your vulnerable moments, he's gonna get
They gonna try
the
to
insides.
attack you.
He's gonna get the goods. He's gonna get the honey.
Get all the information, and once he butter you up right, boom.
Exactly.
There's dudes I know that I dapped up. You my homie, bro. Like, yo. And then the same time, they would be trying to talk to my girl while I'm talking to her.
That's
And I'm
what's
like,
up.
oh, and like we were all cool.
Yeah.
But we were friends first, and then they became friends.
Yes.
So, and then I'm like, oh, so that's what y'all was doing.
Yeah.
Cool. See, and that's why I'm like, you cannot have a boy best friend. You can have a male friend, but nah, not that close.
Yeah.
Come.
I agree.
Absolutely.
I think females can be. They can be. They can have
emotional,
friends.
man.
They can have friends, but to have a guy best friend,
That's a lot.
and if the guy was a real one too, he would understand to back off.
Yeah.
He would understand to
But
back
that's
off.
not my role. That's not my position.
Exactly.
I'm not trying to play a position because if the shoe can be on the same foot in an
Yes.
instant. A dude, that could be you. And then
Exactly.
you gonna be tight. Oh,
Exactly.
That's why you gotta understand. Like, okay, she have a man. We still cool, but I'm going to
Yes.
back off. I'm not
Exactly.
trying to cause any issues and nothing. Like,
Yes.
that's just common sense to
Yes.
me.
Because you know what? Another thing too is if women have a problem and an issue with their boyfriend, why would they reveal it to their best friends?
Yeah.
You should reveal that to your man that you have a problem with, because that's the only way the solution could get solved. I mean, the problem could get solved.
You know, even I think women that do that go to like their friends, their issues.
Women friend or male friend?
Either or. I think is counterproductive because you telling them it's not like they can help the situation. You know what I mean?
No.
You're their friend. They're your friend.
They
So
gonna
it's
think-
either they're gonna be agreeing with you or disagreeing with you.
Yeah.
It's not like they help you fix the problem because they're not in the situation with you. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Like on the blue therapy.
Blue pill therapy. Yeah.
There was another African girl,
Mm-hmm.
Deborah. That was her name. And once she found out, I don't even think it was around that time that she found out that he cheated on her. But he was just taking mad long to answer the question, or to just tell the truth.
Or omitting.
And that
Omitted. He
I
was
mean,
omitting the truth.
him, I think, total scrub, bro. Like, it should not take you 3-4 commercials to tell your girl that you cheated. Like, be real. You cheated. That's it. if she's not there for you in the long run or trying to work past it, cool. You the one that messed up anyway because you cheated.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
But back to my point, Deborah, she leaves the room, and when they show her again, she's on the phone talking about, oh, he's embarrassing me on live TV. And then you hear the friend is like, yeah, you should have just you should have never even been with him in the first place. I mean, I'm paraphrasing. This is not exactly what the friend said. You know what I mean? But you can, if you watch it, you can understand that they were both on the same side, her and her friend.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get that. Like, why y'all go to y'all single friends for?
You know what I mean? Like,
that's another good point
like,
too. Your single friends are gonna keep you single.
Exactly. Like, no offense, ladies, but y'all be going to y'all single friend and they be bitter. These are the ones that say men ain't shit, niggas is dogs. You need to get your hot girl summer shit.
Right. Exactly.
Let them do that. If you are in a relationship, do not ask them for nothing. Do not tell them nothing.
I understand. You can't be a quote unquote hot girl in a relationship.
You can. Hot girl is very single shit.
That's toxic.
Not even toxic. It's single shit. Like,
but at the same time, it's like
you can't.
You can still enjoy your summer while being in a relationship.
No, but we didn't say you can't enjoy your summer.
I think the idea of a hot girl summer is being promiscuous.
I don't want to say promiscuous. It's more like how can you say
how do all right? Who coined that term?
I think I don't know.
Megan Thee Stallion. So if you listen to the context of her song and how she used hot girl summer, right?
Yeah.
It's all about girls doing whatever the hell they want, right? No repercussions. If you break down the lyrics, I mean, these girls are just living it up. And first, you got to be hot to live a hot girl summer. That's one. If you ain't hot, you can't have a hot girl summer. So
we
that's
don't use the
one.
word hot though.
Two.
No, yes, we do now.
Two.
So there's a girl that you know that looks hot. Would you even classify hot as a descriptive term to describe women?
We do. You know what's so funny?
Yeah, promiscuous. Yeah, promiscuous.
Yeah, Megan. It talks about being promiscuous and doing a lot of things.
I'm looking at these lyrics, this shit.
Yeah, you can raise up your body count. It don't really matter because it's hot girl summer.
That's all. Body count are different.
Exactly. And most girls are using hot girl summers to scam guys too, to get money, scam these dudes. Who cares? It's the summertime. You want these dudes to pay for your vacations. Go to Cancun, go to California, go to Florida, Dubai, whatever the case may be. These guys are paying for your plane ticket. They paying for your hotel. Mm-hmm. They paying for your food, and they pay for your flight back. They living their lives. Mm-hmm. Hot girl summer.
That ain't cool.
That's not cool. I mean, that's not cool at all.
Especially if you telling your friend that's like that, please don't.
Yeah.
I don't need your friend might talk about something. Girl, you need to leave him. It's some hot girl summer. Hot what? Excuse me, bro. What? Man.
I mean,
don't go somewhere with that shit.
To go back what you said, Mike. I think describing girls as hot is a white term, and then it's been incorporated into our language. Cause me, I was born in '87, the best year in the world. But you know, growing up in the '90s, we would say she looks good. That's how we would describe girls. She looks good, and then it changed. She looks bad.
Fire.
She looks fire, right? But back in my days, she looked good. Shorty is a dime. Yeah. You know, this is how we describe girls that look good. Yeah. You see, so to say that girls look hot, you know, I mean, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. Yeah, I'm not mad at it. It's a good term.
It's not like really.
Yeah.
It's not our like modern day vernacular.
Right.
Because we don't, even when it's hot outside, we don't say it. We be like, it's burning and
scorching. Yeah, we say it's scorching outside.
Yeah, like.
Yo, you feel this heat?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, you don't even say it's weird, but don't, if your friend is talking about some hot girl summer and you in a relationship, don't listen to her. Don't listen to your friend.
Yes.
Because they just want someone to do this thing with. Like, they want a partner in ground. if you're in a relationship and you actually love your partner, you shouldn't be hooking to that type of person at all.
You see, the thing is, I feel like our morals
Mm-hmm.
doesn't necessarily align with society, and this is why we can see the bigger picture of things,
Mm-hmm.
and why people, if they're listening or when they speak to us,
Mm-hmm.
they might think we're strange.
Yeah.
Because our morals is totally and vastly different.
Let me tell you something. It was a girl I seen a long time ago, and I was still in the change, like, trying to mature, right? And I told her, I'm like, she's like, oh, you wanna, do this and the third? I'm like, nah, I'm good. And she looked at me weird, like I said something. I'm like, what? She's like, so you don't want nothing from me? I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Like that's if that's what you look at yourself as, that's cool. But how I am now, probably before when I was younger, I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm on that. As I got older, I looked at it's more than the physical.
Yeah.
It's more than, and even back, like girls still, like, if I talk to a girl, they like, you don't talk, like you not disrespectful, you not.
Yeah.
I'm like, cause I have no reason to. Like
Mm-hmm.
my mindset is different. And I'm not saying that to like butter myself up or toot my own horn. I'm just saying I don't look at shit the same way other people do, and it's people. They can't figure it out. Cause they like, why you like this? I'm like, I choose not to follow the herd. You know what I'm saying? It's weird how people think nowadays.
For every guy that's listening, Westbrook just actually broke down how to be unique as a guy and how to stand out. Believe it or not, if you want to stand out to women, right? If you want to distinguish yourself from other men, you got to be nice.
Yeah,
and I don't mean being nice as a pushover, but you have to have some sort of moral standard where she look at you like, who's this guy and why does he think so differently?
Yeah, like let her be intrigued with you, because it's like it's cool to be different.
Yeah. Like
in high school, people they teach you like, you need to be like this in order to be. Right. You don't gotta follow that rubric, like that bullshit of being popular. I learned the hard way. Like that shit doesn't do nothing for me. Like wanting the newest shit don't do nothing for me. I am fine the way I am. Like I could dress nice, cool. I could buy all this expensive shit. I choose not to. Right. Because in the end, can't take it with me. Yeah. I can't do nothing with it. Like so I'ma just the stuff I like, I'm not gonna follow anyone. This is gonna be from me. It's okay to be different. I don't know when people wanted to just learn to be. They want to be everybody else. They don't want to be different. Facts. Like they want to be the cool dude, the disrespectful dude. To be like, how we was. I know y'all heard this. Fuck bitches getting money. That shit. I'm like, as a kid, you like, you want to be like, the people you look up to. You get older, you start experiencing it. You like, damn, this ain't it. This is.
You know what's so crazy? Because you're describing what's happening now. I feel like it's coming full circle again. Because when I was growing up, the guys that stood out and distinguished themselves were the roughnecks, the thugs, the guys that were so indifferent about women, and they were like the rebellious type, right? Those are the types of girls that girls views as alpha, so to speak. But the thing is, when all these girls started gravitating those type of dudes, now these girls are hurt. These girls are, they get older. They become, that allure that these guys have is broken. That magical spell that these guys have is broken. And now it's to the point where when they look at a nice guy with morals, values, they think he's different now. You see? They don't necessarily think he's an alpha, but they will say he's mysterious.
Like they want to know more about him.
Because,
I can't figure it out.
Exactly. Now, having moral standards is the rebellious thing to do. Because everybody's doing so. Everybody is living a toxic life.
Popular life.
A popular, the fast life, the flashy life. So when they meet guys like you, I feel like they're going to gravitate towards you guys. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like, I know, like, we don't want, like, you could be the most beautiful girl in the world, but if your
that don't be
mindset ain't, like, if I can't have a conversation with you and get, like, a real deep conversation with you, it throws me off. I don't want to just be like...
Me not being able to have a conversation with you about anything, I find you boring.
Bro, let's go
like,
all the way deep.
I don't even mean like we can have a deep conversation and we can have bullshit conversation just to be cool. But if you don't bring nothing to the table, or if you say you are the table, do something.
Yo, if I ask a girl what she brings to the table and she say I am the table, I'm done.
I'm out, bro. Don't say that shit.
Why are you so confident in the first place, bro? Like,
I am the table. What the fuck is that?
You don't see me coming up to you being like, first off, if the roles were reversed and she asked me what do I bring to the table, and I said I am the table, and I said I'm the sign from God that you've been waiting for, any woman would have just bounced.
Yeah, she'd be like, you're an asshole and dead.
Yeah.
Like,
It
easily.
would have took me as a joke. So if a woman did that to me, you think I'm not gonna take them as a joke? You're bugging.
Yo, I'll tell you, I will laugh at you.
Matter of fact, let's break it down. Let's break it down, because I think black women needs to hear this.
Mm-hmm. Black men need it too.
And black men need to hear this. I mean, all races can hear this, but these are the things that guys don't like.
Most guys.
Most guys, you could be pretty as hell.
Mm-hmm.
You could be a 10, but if your personality is horrible, that automatically reduces you by 5 points.
Or how you treat people.
Yes.
Like if you treat like waiters wrong.
Yes.
Or you talk to your mother, that is a automatic red sign to me. I'm like, if you call you disrespect your mama.
Yeah.
And people that will serve you and wait.
Yes.
I'll be like, nah, I'm like, nah, I'm cool with people. That's like.
Yes.
What if you was in that position?
That's
like,
true.
how you want to be treated? Like, I don't like that. That shit ain't cool.
Ladies, be patient. Have some patience when you're at a restaurant.
Yeah.
If they bring your food late, fine. You're gonna eat, regardless.
I get if they was being rude or something.
Yeah.
Then it's like, alright. But if they not being rude, they like, oh, sorry for the wait, and then you like, just hurry up. I'm gonna look at you. I'm like, can I get the check, please? I'm gonna leave you there. Get your little to-go box.
There's something about. Like, you know how like you be at a restaurant and women, they like act out because
the order wrong.
Yeah, the order wrong.
No, that's cool though. Like,
yeah, I actually like that.
Like, that's not bad.
Listen,
I'm talking about
I don't gotta
rude for no reason. Yeah,
I don't gotta speak.
She got that. You gotta say nothing.
Cause I'm always the nonchalant one.
Yeah.
You should be the one that handles.
Yeah. Excuse me. Like, his order. Like, that's cool. But I'm like, get the hurry up. Like,
but check this out.
Being disrespectful about it.
Yeah. Wow.
Then I'm gonna have to correct you. Like, you're bugging. You're not about to much. You're disrespecting me by disrespecting someone else.
Yeah, that is true.
You can get your point across without being disrespectful.
The female is a representation of who you are.
Yeah,
you know.
I mean,
if her personality sucks and you're with her, people are going to assume your personality sucks too. Another
you are
thing,
what you attract.
Yeah, that's another thing true. That is true. A lot of people don't say that.
That means the guy.
You have a
something that's ugly about him too. You know what I mean?
You see, a lot of people say opposites attract. And really? I do not believe that at all. Really? Opposites do really not attract.
Fantasies
yes, because the people that you're attracted to are gonna have similarities with you.
Yeah.
That's how you establish a friendship in the first place.
Opposites attract only relate to science, bro.
Facts.
Only relate to science.
Positive and negative magnet charges.
Humans, no.
No. In real life situations. Nah, you are what you attract.
Unless if you're, well, yeah, no, opposites do not attract. I was about to say,
genuine female or a genuine woman, then that means clearly they sense something genuine about you.
Yeah.
Because some women have a sense where they know like guys are just BSing.
I wish all women did though.
Yeah.
But some, because they so used to guys that just BS all the time, they think all men BS. And instead of trying to find out which guy is actually genuine, they assume that all guys just do BS so that way they can spare themselves that trial and error. You know what I mean?
But
And life, that's what life is. You gotta try certain stuff. You're gonna fail here and there, you know what I mean? Like, no one's perfect. No one just finds the perfect set, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There is no set that is perfect.
You shouldn't even be looking for anything perfect.
Right.
You should be ready for flaws and all that. That's why I don't understand, like, when men, people try to get with people, they be like, I want this perfect, like this exact person. You're not gonna get that.
Yeah.
That's only God, Jesus. Ain't nobody else perfect. Like, either somebody gonna have an extra toe or no toe. One eyebrow or no eyebrow. Like, you're not gonna get that. Like, so you gotta accept flaws.
That's what I'm saying. People go based on their preferences a lot.
Yeah.
But forget that. In the real world, people come with their own problems.
Yes.
Yes. You hear that, ladies? Not every guy can be 6 foot tall, 6-pack, has 6 figures,
looking
and
for
have
Satan out here.
looking for
Looking for Satan.
bars.
666, like
666
the Illuminati
bars.
shit.
Bars.
Like, Mark of the Beast, the fuck? I'm like, what?
These women are looking for Satan, Diablo.
No, but for real, like 6 and I want 6 figures, 6-pack. I'm like, okay.
The perfect guy is Satan.
Yeah,
Whoa.
Like, all these, y'all.
That's deep.
And you can't be looking for a 6-figure man and you're not making at least.
That is deep.
Like, come
Yo,
on.
you seen that girl on Kevin Samuels, the one that she was dark skinned and she was like she wants a man to make like 300,000?
Yeah.
Bro,
I,
she does not even deserve.
Yo, no. Did you see that video when the girl like she's not with the dude, but the dude pays for everything she has?
Oh, Blue Jasmine.
I think
Blue
that's her
Jasmine,
name. She
yeah.
like, I was
She's like the light skinned girl.
yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
are you gonna do that?
Hell no, she not, bro.
Are you gonna do that?
No.
I'm definitely
But
bugging.
if I break up with you, all that shit comes to a cease.
Yes.
You are not getting a dime. What?
Yeah, I mean, that's what you gotta understand. Once you start talking to someone, I mean, I don't know about everyone else, but for me, once I stop talking to someone, it's a wrap. I'm done.
Yeah.
There's no reason why I should be talking to you. You know what I mean?
No, I wouldn't even say that. Like, if we ended off on a cool note, I got you. You my homie now.
Yeah.
But all that shit, oh, can I get? Nah. No.
I think ending on a cool note is like
Closure.
even though it's closure.
Yeah.
So y'all talk, but even then, for me, it's like I seen you this type of way. You know what I mean? So if I can't see you in that type of way no more, there's no reason for us to be talking. Like, I get it. Like, it's bad to burn unnecessary bridges, but at the same time, well, I mean, like, you don't want to burn a bridge unnecessarily.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like we don't see each other the same anymore. You know what I mean?
No, that's perfectly
People
fine.
look more attractive because you're involved with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Once you stop,
Right.
you start to realize, like, I was bugging.
Yeah.
There's something about you that's iffy.
Yeah.
Right. That's true.
You ain't lying.
That cloak is
That
gone.
it's
veil
unreal.
That veil's
Yeah,
gone.
gone. It's like, okay, I see
You was
in this
blind, but now you can see.
Yo,
Yeah.
it's true.
Yeah.
one. Yo, no,
Bro, this
100%
happens
right.
all the time. Like, you would be talking to a woman, well, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be talking to the opposite gender.
Mm-hmm.
So then, everything is fine. Once you stop and stuff ends between y'all, you really think to yourself, like,
Why the hell I was with
what
you?
was I doing?
What did I gain from being with you?
Facts.
Like, just the other day, unfriended someone that I used to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yo, I don't find her attractive anymore. And there's no reason for me to be even seeing you because we don't meet up anymore.
Yeah.
So I have no use for you. You're gone. You're done.
Now let me ask you: did you stop talking to her because of her personality?
No.
Why'd you stop?
No. Did I? What you mean? You got to be specific.
Like, was it something her personality
That-
that showed you like, ugh? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck is that? That's how you are?
Alright. One thing with me, if a woman knows your goals
Mm-hmm.
and she sees you working on your goal and she has a problem with it because she wants attention,
Mm-hmm.
there's a problem.
Big ass problem.
Women should like men that's on their purpose.
But most women would be like, I want a man that's focused and this. But once that man is focused and you know he is, you will be like, no, I want attention. Me. No, and that's the sacrifice we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
You gonna have to sacrifice.
Listen, you gotta come with someone that
Have their own shit.
they're dealing with their own stuff in terms of like they're working on themselves, but they also can manage time for you. And there's no problem with managing time
Mm-hmm.
between the two, but finding someone that appreciates the time that you give them, the time that you can share with them, someone that appreciates the fact that I know you're busy, but the fact that we both are doing stuff and when we come together it's because we actually made the time,
Yeah.
then cool. But it's hard to find certain women like that.
Yeah.
And that's the problem.
And
Women,
dudes, because
yeah, of course. Women are in the same boat too. Women
Yeah.
sometimes they can't find a man that appreciates the fact that they're busy all the time. You know what I mean?
one thing about relationships, they say that you gotta be all about your partner 24/7. Oh, you gotta be with them, and the thing is, you can say like, you can be like, okay, one point in my life, I'm nonchalant. I'm very nonchalant.
Yeah.
I don't let a lot of things get to me. So someone I was talking to, she's like, yo, you're so fucking nonchalant. Like, it's hard to talk to you because you like don't take the initiative. And then I was like, of course, I always had it in the back of my head like, damn, I gotta take the initiative. So I did that relationship, and then I was like too much, and I'm like, okay, I gotta find the middle because I can't be too nonchalant, but I can't be too clingy, and I'm not a clingy person. Remember, I had to learn that. So it's like,
it's a balance with everything. You know, it's just like, and women need to understand the balance too. Like, okay, if he can give you attention, but not 24/7, because he himself has to. If he's giving you all, women understand this. If a guy is giving you all his attention,
he's not doing enough.
Then what is he actually doing for himself to level himself? If he's giving you all his attention, then he's gonna neglect himself. You get it?
I know everybody in this room be busy.
Yeah.
And I ain't trying to slight. We just trying to get to our end goal.
Right.
We're not trying to slight you.
If you're not hanging out with people that's busy, then there's something wrong. Like,
yeah, like you shouldn't be around no lazy people.
People should be busy, and when y'all come together, you should see growth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nobody should be stagnant.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of people. There's so much people that I stopped talking to because it's like, listen, I'm working, so people around me should be working. If you're not working, there's no reason for me to be associating myself with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's people. That's what I'm saying. In order for me to better, yo, son, a battle rapper, Goods.
Yeah.
Yo, he said, you want to know why I'm doing so good? It's because everyone around me is doing better than me. That's how it should be.
Buzz.
Be around people that doing better than you. Because that forces you to step your game up. Like, listen, you think I want to be... It shouldn't be a competition.
Nah, you should be motivated.
Right. It should be a motivation. Even if you do compete with yourself.
Yes.
Be better than how you were yesterday, 2 days ago, a year ago.
Facts.
Be the better version of you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
what I'm saying. Whether you got to go to the gym every day, whether you got to work on music every day, whether do something every single day. That's the only way you're gonna see actual progress in yourself, bro. Yeah. That's the only way.
And learn as much as you can. You know, you don't. And the cool thing, you don't really need school to teach you certain things to advance in life. Because if you have an interest, for instance, a lot of schools don't teach students financial literacy.
Nope.
But men, you have to be financially literate. You have to,
understand budgeting.
It's great that you have a 9 to 5. is perfect, but take that money and find a way to increase it. You know, invest in stocks or whatever you need to. You know, invest in bonds. Invest your money so that way your money works for you. You see, that's how you level up. And women, don't get mad when your man is trying to do these things.
And it's like, it's no slight to you. You just
Right.
like me personally. If I can't talk to you, and I'm going to get to you unless if I really like you, I'm gonna make sure like, yo, this is what I was doing. Don't try to take it offense. I'm like, okay, cool, but I'm always trying to be busy, and that's why I surround myself around creative people.
Facts.
So I can be busy. So I get, oh, they doing that. Oh shit, let me do that. I want to be motivated. That's what I'm like. When I see, you know, the rappers we know and the people like YouTubers I know, I'm like, oh shit, this is my creative juice flowing. Like that's what I want.
Yeah.
If you like, I want to stay in the hood, my life, smoke my life out, and just I'm like, I don't rock with that. I can't.
Right.
Can't.
You're a waste man.
Waste.
And we're not saying smoking weed is bad. It's just like,
sure not.
if that's what you do all day and you're on the block and with no goals or aspirations, then that's a problem.
Free Shikari.
Dumbass.
He's suspended right now. Sure. In 1 month. That's crazy.
Speaking of, bro, how y'all feel about some weed though? She really got banned like for weed, like not steroids, not PEDs, not enhancement, weed.
You know, this is where I have a problem because weed doesn't really enhance
nothing. It slows you.
your physical capability. It slows you down.
Mm-hmm.
It makes you. The thing is, when people need to understand this. Like, if you've never taken weed in your life before, the whole purpose of weed is to be present in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
This is why it slows you down. So that way you have the opportunity with all your senses experience the present. You don't have to think about the future. You can because your mind races.
Mm-hmm.
But when your senses are heightened, it makes you focus on the present. You're being present. You appreciate the sounds that you hear that you couldn't hear before. You appreciate the food and the flavors of the food that you've eaten. So having said that, it's wrong that, that they did that to her.
Yeah, especially when I don't see what's the problem with weed, but there's no problem with opioids or Percocets, which are one, things they put in that thing. You should read the label before you start putting that in your body.
Right.
Weed is an actual plant.
It's an actual plant. I feel you.
This is medically, this is created in a lab somewhere. I'm not taking. People that took Percocet said they was out for a whole day and they took a half a Percocet. Why the hell would I want to do that?
Right.
Destroy your insides? I'm like, come on.
Weed is...
It's not addictive.
It's the least harmful.
It's not. People abuse it, but it's not addictive.
Some people use it to the point where now they can't go a day without it. So I wouldn't say it's
they get addicted to the feeling.
That's what I'm saying. It's like to the point where
it's
they
the
have to
drug itself.
It's not addictive, but
sugar is addictive.
Yeah, but not.
But you don't feel.
Your body needs sugar.
Yes,
but the thing is, natural sugar, not processed sugar, like
sugar in general. Your body needs sugar.
But the reason,
your body doesn't need weed.
But the reason why I bring up sugar as being more addictive than weed is because sugar doesn't give you. It gives you people love it for the taste, and it does make you hyper, right? But it overrides your mind. That's why you always need sugar. Weed, on the other hand, people use it. People use it for all sorts of reasons.
Like
it's not just
medical
reasons. Some people use it for spiritual reasons.
Yep.
Some people use it for recreational reasons. So and plus it's a plant. It's kind of hard to who is mankind to say what God created is illegal and shouldn't be used?
Yeah, that's why I'm like, why is there a stigma about this? But when the doctor says, "Oh, I'm gonna give you 50 milligrams of Percocets," yo, that's cool. And then you know what? People get addicted to that, and then what happened? They need to fix, and then one thing leads to another: coke, heroin, and like.
Well,
but come on, like.
To be honest, when I had a conversation with my friend, right? Like I understood what he was saying, but he articulated better than what how I'm about to say it now.
Mm-hmm.
But imagine if everybody was high on weed.
Okay.
There'll be no more fights, no more wars, because the thing is, if anybody who's experienced with weed, you realize we're all connected in some way. And that's the power of slowing down and actually thinking and reflecting, right? Because we're all connected to the universe, to God, to the animals, and you realize life shouldn't be so stressful. And this is why I think the hippie movement started to come out. Everybody talking about love and peace, because honestly, weed actually can heal the world. I mean, it's heal the world in terms of like everybody being calm and chill and understanding.
I do think
I don't need to fight.
I think it would be way less conflict.
But the thing is now, you have companies and people that make money off of war and misery.
Mm-hmm.
So this is why I think personally, this is why weed is legal. That's one reason.
Well, it's legal in some places.
It's legal in some
that's
states.
Why people making money off it, but we have people in jail
right
for selling, doing the same thing. But
yeah, that's what's messed up too.
That's another story.
Yeah.
Okay.
But free Sakari, man.
Man, that girl talented, man. You see all them black people that was in about being Olympic.
Yeah, that and the thing is too. She's like she's the favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the favorite one to take it.
Yeah.
She's
young
and
different.
The fact that she ran a 10.63, we haven't seen that from a woman in a long time.
With weed in her system.
Facts.
What?
Facts.
Doing it with weed, bro.
Facts. Facts.
What? That fast?
Facts.
Imagine if she was clean.
She gonna do that. No.
I mean, not to say weed is dirty or anything, but I'm just saying.
Probably
imagine
down
if she wasn't on the weed, bro.
Right. Who knows? Who knows?
That shit got me tight. I'm like, damn.
I mean,
who knows?
That Jamaican girl is coming.
Shelly Ann. Oh man, she's nice too. She also ran a 10.63.
Yeah.
She's fast as hell too. She's more experienced.
I definitely want to see them go at it though.
You see, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that's the thing. People want to see Shelly Ann go against Sakari to see who's the fastest. Because they both ran a 10.63, which is unheard of.
Exactly.
Which is, yes.
Damn.
These women are like the fastest women right now in the world. And there's another African girl who ran a 10.6, I forget, 6'4 or 6'3 as well. But, you robbing Sakari from competing, right? That experience of being the best in the world.
She worked so hard all those years.
I have a feeling they're gonna overturn it. They gonna
I think
they should.
They gonna
it's
lose
1
money.
month. You know what I mean?
They
Like
should.
I think
money.
in a month's time, she should be.
No, I don't even think they're gonna give her a month. They're gonna give her
Well, the
2
Olympics
weeks.
is coming out this month, July 2000.
That's what I said. They're gonna give her like a week and a half.
She's suspended for a month.
But I think they're gonna
That's messed up.
they're gonna overturn that.
Yeah, they should overturn it.
I have a feeling they're gonna do that.
Yeah, you know what I think? It's because I think the Olympics are so traditional and so old in that sense, and they want their athletes to be
Clean cut.
to clean and use no drugs.
Excuse me.
However, this is a new age. you know.
And it's not like she was doing it for some bullshit reason.
Right.
She did it because her mom just passed.
Exactly.
Like
She said she was doing it. She's smoking to cope.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
and that's what most people do.
That's
and when
true.
people be like, I can do that to hide the pain, I understand it. I don't be
Yeah.
like, damn, you a pothead. I'm like,
Exactly.
people heal in their own ways. I
Yeah.
probably don't, not me a lot, but most people do that. I'm like, you can't judge her off that. Like, her mom
Yeah.
just passed. And let her know, find out in that way.
Yeah.
Come on, I have to let her slide. Come on.
That's why when she won during the Olympic trials and got a 10.63,
Mm-hmm.
the first person she hugged was her grandma.
Yeah. And she pointed out her grandmother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so
Free her.
come on, Olympics. You're robbing the world to.
They gonna do that. 'cause
You're
they
robbing
want
the
their
world,
ratings. They
yeah.
want their ratings. Because people want to see her.
That could be true. Matter of fact, what you said is completely valid. Maybe they just creating controversy
Mm-hmm.
around her to get their ratings high,
Mm-hmm.
and then the whole world will be looking at Sakara to see how well she performs.
That's what we was waiting for. That,
It could be,
I
yeah.
haven't heard people talk about the Olympics in like mad long.
I mean, because it's, what, every 4 years? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
even
I
though-
love the Olympics.
even when
Right.
the 4 years come, people like,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
There's some people that even forget Olympics come until the
That-
year comes.
I
That's
just
true.
realized like
They're
the
like,
Olympics.
oh,
is
shoot. You know what I mean? So, I guess 4 years, that means
5,
Olympics?
technically, because of COVID.
Yeah, because
Mm.
so this time is 5. That means everyone is on their A game
Mm-hmm.
because 4 years is a long time to prep. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some people can't even keep up with 1 week of a consistent gym schedule. You know what I mean? I'm being real. Some people
Facts.
can't be consistent.
Facts.
So imagine a year. Imagine 4 years. And this time is 5. The 5-year gap between this
Yeah.
Olympics and the last one.
Yeah.
This 5 years, everyone should be hungry.
Yeah.
Everyone that's in the Olympics should be hungry. Like, listen, I've been working for an extra year
Yes. To prove I'm the best.
to prove that I'm one of the best in the world at what I do.
So you know another thing too. If Sakari manages to race, and if she manages to win, I think that stigma of weed will be broken down even further.
Yeah.
It would, because now we'll have athletes that
I mean,
it will be okay to use it.
depends. If it's legal, was she caught smoking in a state that is not legal?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Because if she's like in LA, that's LA is like that's like
No, but it may not even
may not
be
be that. It's
according
just
to the
this-
state. It could be the Olympic
stipulations
rules.
Yeah.
The Olympic rules. It could
But
be that.
honestly,
Because you
if
gotta
they do it
understand,
and she wins,
they test their athletes vigorously.
that's what I'm saying. And she's doing it while she's smoking. You know what I mean? So, if she wins, that means everyone else. That means she just worked harder. It's clear. If she wins, she
Yes.
clearly just worked harder than
Yes.
everyone else
Mm-hmm.
to still outperform them
Yes.
while smoking weed at the same time. You know, not much people could do that though.
No, that is
Some
that
athletes
is
cannot smoke.
hard.
As I'm saying, there's a lot of NBA players that smoke.
JR.
And look at where he's at
And look
when
at
it
where
comes
he's
to
at.
the best in the world. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. There's some people that smoke. And look at people like MJ when he was in his career, he was smoking cigars too.
Yeah,
He
but
was- he
cigars
had
are different
Cigars
from
is
weed,
heavier
though.
than weed.
He had, I get
That's
it.
different.
But I'm saying
And that's a
hella-
wholly different
That's
level. He
all-
was killing
so-
himself.
so,
technically.
yeah. Cigars are
And you drink
worse.
beer too.
And the thing, sleepless nights, because you know he had a gambling. You know he liked to
How
gamble.
the fuck did he win all the time?
That
He was just hungry.
He practiced hard.
Still, like,
It's mine, bro. You gotta be hungry for what you want. If you're not hungry for what you want, then
Speaking of basketball, man, the Suns are making it to the finals. Who you think they're gonna face?
I mean the other team is what 3-2 now.
yeah,
And the
sadly.
Bucks is up.
I want Atlanta to win. I don't know. I want Milwaukee to be in the final.
I'll be honest. I don't know. It's really weird. Like
I don't.
if
want
the
Giannis to
Suns
win.
face the Bucks, something about it is telling me like
The Suns gonna beat them.
I think the Suns will win, but
Mhm.
I don't think it will be that easy though.
Yeah, I was going to 7.
But I think if the Suns face Atlanta,
Sweep.
I think
It's the matchups. It's the matchups.
that's what I'm saying. It's more
Sweep.
now. It's weird because before you could easily tell when something will be a sweep. Before you could tell, but now it's like you just look forward to matchups. Like, how well is Devin Booker and CP3 is gonna do? How well is Trae Young gonna do if he gets there? You know what I mean? How well is Giannis gonna do? How well is Chris Middleton? How well is Drew Holiday gonna do?
But they all can match up though.
I mean, to be honest, all of them are.
Drew,
All of
Chris-
them would have never been to the finals, so they
No,
all.
no.
It's actually perfect.
It is perfect because you don't know what they're gonna do.
Should
we don't know
Brooklyn.
what
That's what I'm saying. There should be no
Should have been Brooklyn, but
butterflies. I mean, it should have been Brooklyn, but
should have been Brooklyn.
Should
there should
have,
be no.
Don't.
but it didn't happen.
There should be no like.
You from Brooklyn? Come on.
Yeah, but you know the reason why I don't like the way the team was assembled.
No,
Alright, that's your own personal
business. But-
No, because that's not even fair.
I don't like-
That wasn't even fair.
That's your own business. I just think that there should be no butterflies. That they shouldn't be nervous in the finals because it's not like they're going against someone like LeBron who's been to the finals
Yeah.
consistently.
Damn, LeBron not that.
But they will be nervous though.
They shouldn't be nervous because this is their first time.
Yeah.
But they're going against people that's also nervous, so it kind of balances them out.
Yes.
They're going against people who's also new to the final stage.
Now I gotta ask you guys a question. If Chris Paul does not win this finals,
Mhm.
where do we rank
You wanna hurt
him?
him.
Where do we rank him as best point guards in the league? Is he top
Top
5, top 10?
Top 5.
You see, I kind of
Pure
disagree.
point guard?
At Chris
If he's
Paul,
pure point guard,
if
he's
Chris,
top one.
if
No, top
Chris,
top
I
one.
feel like if
Who's a better pure point guard than Chris Paul?
John Stockton and then Magic
Well,
Johnson.
you said currently though. You said in the league.
no,
No,
I'm saying
he's
all
all
time,
time.
all
He's all
time,
time.
all
If you're
time.
talking about all time, then that's different.
And he's top 5 easily.
I think if
Anyway
I
you
think
put- anyway you
I
put
think if he wins, he'll be top 5. But if he doesn't win,
I mean,
he'll
he's
be
already
top
considered.
10.
He's already considered top 5.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No, he is.
I don't think Chris Paul is top 5.
To you,
Yeah.
To me, I mean, we have
better
Magic.
than you.
We have Magic Johnson. We have Magic Johnson.
John
he's better
Stockton.
than you though.
I'm not in the league. Why are you comparing me to? That
Giannis-
doesn't make sense.
John Stockton.
You have John Stockton,
Uh-huh.
Magic Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
You have
Steph.
Steph Curry,
Yeah. Isaiah
Okay.
Thomas.
Isaiah Thomas,
Okay.
And that's it.
and Iverson.
No. Iverson was more of a shooting guard.
Iverson, but his
He's a point guard.
He's a
but
point
No,
guard.
his position
He's a
was shooting.
point
He's-
guard.
His height was a point guard, but he was positioned as shooting guard.
Kyrie Irving.
Still.
Nah,
Point.
Kyrie Irving has a ring,
But it's
and he's
he's the most skillful player in
Tony
of all
Parker.
time. No.
Tony Parker
Paul.
got multiple rings.
if you ask
But
these
he-
legends,
Chris Paul.
top 5 point guards of all time,
Chris Paul.
Kyrie is not up there.
Yeah, nah.
Bob
Not
Cousy.
He's definitely not in top
Bob
5.
Cousy is not top 5.
No.
Get that old ass nigga out of
Yeah.
here.
No, he's
Pack that nigga the fuck up.
Yo, you guys
Who
are
else he
crazy.
said?
He said Matt Johnson, Isaiah Thomas, John Stockton, Steph Curry, and I said Chris Paul.
And I said Allen Iverson.
Allen Iverson is to these
shooting.
to these legends. Allen Iverson is not.
He's a
Allen
shooting guard.
Iverson is
Top
probably
5.
one of the most feared point guards
I
who
get it.
ever
But I'm
Point guard.
been
saying,
in the
He
league.
wasn't a point guard. He was a shooting guard.
But he
Right.
is a point guard.
no,
I get
That's
it,
his
but
position.
No, it
his-
wasn't.
the way he played wasn't a point guard. The way he played was just a scorer.
No,
I got
and
that.
He was a killer, natural.
Aaron
that's
McKee
Yes.
was the point guard, not
Yeah.
him.
No, Eric. What's his name? Eric Snow, I think.
No,
Aaron McKee.
McKee.
McKee was.
Which year are you talking about?
Oh,
Because
what?
Eric Snow was
When he was
sometimes point guard.
76.
They were both on the same team.
Yes.
Aaron McKee was the point guard.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Eric-
get that.
and
But
then
there was also a time.
AI was the
yeah.
shooting guard.
Yes, but you gotta. Which era though? Which year? Because sometimes Iverson was point guard.
No,
Iverson was never point guard. I'm telling you. He was
What?
Never, Iverson was.
No.
He never played the point
bro,
guard.
I got the picture from Instagram right now. Son.
Are you kidding
Even
me?
when he was a rookie, they never put him at point guard. He was a shooting guard. Because he was never a pure point guard. Don't get me wrong.
This
Iverson's a dog. Like that's one of my top 10
This
players.
is unbelievable what you guys are saying. I think Allen Iverson is point guard / shooting guard.
No, he's shooting guard / point guard.
Point guard, boom.
Combo guard.
Combo
shooting
guard. Yeah, you see?
But he was a
I'm
shooting
not.
guard.
I know I'm not bugging.
We didn't say he
He's
was a
a
buggy.
combo guard.
But he usually plays shooting guard first, and then when point guard had to come, he played point guard.
But the thing is,
Look.
people.
Aaron McKee, Allen Iverson,
Yeah.
Jermaine Jones,
What
Tyrone Hill,
But what
Kevin
year?
Muhammad Mutombo.
Which year?
That's like
2000,
01.
2001.
Yeah.
But before that, there was
When he
many
a
years
rookie,
before that.
Even when he came in 96, he was a point. His shooting guard, not point guard.
We got to talk about different years because there's certain years I know clearly he was a point guard.
Look,
He was
who
that
played
dude.
point guard with Allen Iverson? Right there. It'll tell you. No, right there. Good.
Says Rayvon Johnson made history at the Iverson Classic. The first girl. What?
No.
I think this is wrong information, but
Allen Iverson only played 14 years. Damn.
that's a see. It says Allen Iverson. He played 14 seasons in the National Basketball Association at both shooting guard and point guard
See?
position. You
Shooting
see?
guard and point
So
guard.
we both were right.
Yeah, we didn't
both
say
were-
we was wrong. We was like he was shooting guard. He was more shooting guard than point guard.
All right, but when we talk about top 5, so you talking about top 5 pure point guards?
Yeah. Steph Curry's not a pure point guard.
If you're talking about
But Steph Curry is known as a point guard, though.
He's known as a point, but he's not.
no, you just
he's
said
not a traditional
yourself
point
pure
guard.
point guard.
He's not a traditional point guard. He's more of a scorer.
Stick to your words, pure point
He's
guard.
a combo guard. I'll say that. Him,
Listen,
Kyrie, combo guard.
but
You got
that's-
Rondo, you got Chris Paul, you got John Stockton, Steve Nash, Jason
Nash
Kidd,
is great.
simple.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Jason,
Those five.
So let's
Those
say
five,
so
nasty.
John Stockton.
Mm-hmm.
We have Jason Kidd,
Right.
This all time or no?
Isaiah Thomas,
all-time
Isaiah
pure
Thomas,
point guard.
Magic Johnson. up
Magic
there.
Johnson.
Oh, you bugging. Yeah.
So Chris
I'm
Paul
taking
is.
out. I'm taking out Jason Kidd. You
Yeah,
bugging. I'm
Jason-
sorry.
You would
Chris Paul,
so
Magic
you would put
Johnson.
Jason Kidd over Chris Paul? I mean, sorry, you would pick Chris Paul over Jason Kidd
Pure point guard.
as pure point guard.
Yes.
We're talking about Jason
and better
Kidd here.
defender.
Jason Kidd has this. He's
Nah,
probably the
his
second.
steals,
And no, but we're
his
talking
steals,
about.
Jason Kidd is up there though.
But Chris Paul
And he
has
has,
one of the
and
most-
he's
All right, look,
he's
if
after
you're talking about pure point guards,
Jason
Magic,
Kidd. Okay.
John Stockton.
John Stockton.
John Stockton.
Jason Kidd is up there.
No.
Jason Kidd is number 2 in
Chris
all
Paul.
time
Putting Chris Paul at number 3.
assists.
I mean, the legends would pick Jason Kidd though.
But a lot
They
of
would
them,
pick Jason
And he
Kidd.
has a
but they-
ring.
But they would pick Chris Paul too, because he's a pure point guard.
Yes, but what I'm saying
And he's
is,
one of the greatest pure point guards.
They would
But
pick
he-
Steve Nash.
Is in Chris Paul. Chris Paul has to
And
be in the
then-
top 5.
we're talking
Yeah,
about.
but you have people like Rondo who won 2.
No,
Yeah,
man.
you're
Rondo
right.
wasn't even playing point guard when he was on the Lakers. Come on now.
Nah, he was.
No, he wasn't.
He was.
LeBron was playing. LeBron always.
Rondo,
How
he
Rondo
always
was
play point guard?
Rondo was
Yes, he
playing.
does.
Rondo was playing the
Shooting
6-man position as point guard.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
No, LeBron was on the court.
No, when LeBron was not on the court.
And then he played, but
Yes.
he wasn't the main point guard. He wasn't.
First off,
But let's check
Rondo
this out.
does
Check
not
this
have
out.
a shot.
Check this out. Look at
His
this.
shot is not
Let's
consistent.
look at
So
this.
whenever Rondo's on the
Oh,
court, he's the point guard.
look at this. Look at the all-time assist leaders. John Stockton has 15,806 assists. Jason Kidd, 12,091. Steve Nash, 10,335. Mark Jackson, 10,334.
What's going on?
Chris Paul is number 5 in terms of all-time.
That's pure point guards.
That's pure point guard.
Hold on,
But
how's he
now,
at?
10,000.
Chris Paul has
What's the
10,275.
highest?
15,000 by
Damn,
John
that's a lot of
Stockton.
passing.
But what I'm saying is,
You gotta understand.
if
you
we're
have
talking
someone
about,
like Karl Malone, whose mid-range was impeccable, bro.
But Chris
Yes.
Paul had how many people? Steve
But
Nash had.
There's
But-
nobody like Karl Malone.
but now check
who's
this out.
scoring the mid-range
This is
consistently.
where your
He's not in the
theory.
league.
This,
He was in the league.
but
I get it, but I'm
guys,
saying Chris Paul, he doesn't have nobody like Karl Malone.
oh,
good.
okay. You didn't say
no,
that.
but this is where you guys' theory falls short in terms of placing Chris Paul as top 5. Because
If we go based
Chris
on
Paul,
range,
if
he's
we
not
go
in the top 5.
if
Yeah,
we go based
easily.
on assists alone, Chris Paul is number 5. and then we threw in Magic Johnson, and we threw in we're debating over Steph Curry.
Wait, so you trying to say,
and Isaiah Thomas.
So you trying to say Magic Johnson, Mark Jackson is a better point guard than
Yeah,
Chris
you
Paul?
bugging,
No,
bro. You
I know.
bugging.
Listen to what I'm
Steve
saying.
Nash gotta go,
listen,
bro,
listen,
because Isaiah Thomas is up
listen
there.
to what I'm
A two-time
saying.
MVP? No.
Listen to what I'm
Over
saying.
Isaiah Thomas, who won chips?
Oh, but Jason Kidd is there.
This is what I'm saying. Chris
Yo,
Paul is top
Magic.
10.
Magic,
Magic
Isaiah Thomas,
Isaiah-
and John Stockton
gotta be
there.
okay.
Oh no, that's a given.
Those are-
Have to.
Those are
the
top
last
three.
two positions you talking about.
But now we're talking about
If you're
Jason
talking about
Kidd
chips,
has a
Jason Kidd
chip.
and Steve Nash have to be up there.
Steve Nash. won
Steve
that
Nash don't have a chip, but he has more assists than Chris Paul.
The thing is, the two
shit. But Chris Paul's still
MVPs.
playing though.
That's true too.
Still
This
playing.
is what
If
I'm
he gets
saying.
this one,
If
Yeah.
Chris Paul gets this ring,
And he
he would
is.
be top 5.
He is getting this ring. It's no if. He's
And even then, even if he gets a ring, I still don't discredit Steph Curry because he's a point guard.
no. He's a combo guard. He's not the traditional point guard. Even
know,
Okay,
Not
fine.
traditional
All right,
point
fine, fine.
like
Chris-
Kyrie, not
Chris-
a traditional point guard.
Oh man, Oscar, yeah.
Oh,
man.
stop it.
Man,
Get with
I'm-
Gary Payton too,
Bro,
man.
bro, when it gets to
Damn,
them old
that's
ass-
hard.
No disrespect, I respect the legends. When it comes to them old ass niggas, I do not listen to them niggas.
Would you say Chris
80s
Paul
and
is?
above? I'm fucking with it. Anything
Better
less than that?
Then who?
Would you say Chris Paul is better than Chauncey Billups?
Yes, easily. Chauncey Billups? Don't talk about no rings.
Big Shot Billups?
We talking
Big
about-
Shot Billups?
Skill wise, yes.
Maybe skill wise, but
They won a ring though.
Chauncey
Okay,
Billups
one
won a
ring.
ring,
Okay,
and
one ring.
he's very clutch.
You know how many games Chris Paul won for the Clippers and the Hornets? Come on, let's. Okay, y'all being real reckless right now. Like, let's talk
You
about
talking
Chris.
about
Let's talk about.
Chauncey though?
Wow,
Bro.
look at that! Look at this! You look how people discredit Russell Westbrook, and he's actually number 12 all-time assists. Look at that!
He better be.
Doubles.
What the hell? He better be for the last 4 years.
That's very
Look,
interesting.
Rod Strickland is above Rondo.
Yeah, Rondo's number 14.
Who you picking?
talking
Rod
about-
Strickland. Rod Strickland.
Just
or
because
Rondo?
you don't get as much assists, that doesn't classify
Right,
you.
I get
That's
that.
what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
I get that.
It's the way you play, the impact if you have as a point guard.
Wait, Magic Johnson is number 6. Look at that. And we
Yeah.
all have him as number 1. Well, I
But
do.
he's got 5 rings.
He deserved to be top 5.
Nah, he do. He like his. He was different. He was
He
a
was
big
different,
guard.
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, in terms of passing,
His ability was crazy.
his ability to pass was
nasty.
nasty.
The only one I see like that.
It's a
was
disappearing
Yo, you
act.
see? Hey!
Yo.
Yo! This man,
Nah, his
Is
that
just-
pass and Jason Williams pass, that elbow pass.
I just wish
Crazy.
Vladi made it though.
No, because he dumbass got fouled, but
Yeah, I just wish he made it. If he made it, that would have been the best assist of all time.
I think if Chris Paul wins, he's top 5. If he doesn't,
Yeah.
he stays in that top 10 list.
he's still top
I think
5.
right now he's top 10
he's top 5.
in terms of championships.
No,
But
Okay, championship.
I can't put Chris Paul top 5 because there's other guys that have other point guards that have more assists than him
4 points.
and scores more points per
Not a lot
game,
of point guards
More
have.
steals.
more steals.
Because back then, for a point guard, you had to get steals.
I mean,
Almost
Gary
every
Payton,
game.
Allen Iverson was those type of dudes. You had some heavy hitters. You had Mike Bibby, Derek Fisher.
Yo,
Mike Bibby.
son, Nick
Shit.
used to love Mike Bibby.
Mike Bibby was fucking
And you know what's funny? I never even wondered why. I mean, me on the Kings, Mike Bibby was nice, but my guy on the Kings back then was Peja Stojakovic. That was
Actually,
the guy.
actually, check this out. Check this out. Chris Paul is number 5 in terms of all-time
He was
steals
number 3 on the
too.
Nets, wasn't he?
Look at this. Chris Paul is number 5 in terms of all-time steals.
Who?
Chris Paul,
You say he's top 3?
top 5.
Top 5.
He's actually number 5. Gary Payton is number 4 with 2,445 steals, Michael Jordan is number 3 with 2,514.
Of course he is.
Jason Kidd has 2,000. It's hard not to put Jason Kidd on that list because he has more assists and a championship and more steals. You see? Chris Paul needs to win a ring to be considered top 5. It is a must. It is a must. He's definitely a Hall of Famer, without a doubt.
Yeah,
he's
if
Hall
Paul
of
Pierce
Famer.
is a Hall of Famer. He's definitely a Hall of Famer.
Oh, let's not go there. But
Man.
Chris Paul, he's Hall of Famer, even if he
Chris
doesn't
Paul
win a
is
ring.
iconic, bro.
He really
Yes.
Pierce
He-
is not iconic.
He defined what a point
Pierce,
guard
Pierce.
is.
Let's not go there, because you know these guys are Paul Pierce haters, and I'm
Not hate.
not
I just
Paul
don't
Pierce.
like. I never liked his game, and he's from Boston, and I hate Boston.
Pierce.
That him what
They don't
Scotty
mean that.
said?
But Phil Jackson was racist. Scotty been on. He been smoking that.
Scottie Pippen been
Carl,
saying a
what?
lot of different things.
Bro, like,
He said LeBron James is better than MJ. He
I
said
still don't
mean-
take that.
Some people believe that.
I don't take that. MJ is.
I think LeBron is a better overall player
Yeah.
than MJ.
yes, don't get me wrong, but we're talking about in
MJ
crucial moments, and it's hard for you to remove MJ because MJ scored 30,000 points in less time, and he did it averaging 30 points per game. That's hard.
Yeah.
And 6 consecutive rings. It's hard for you to argue against MJ. The only person I think that has a legit argument to dethrone Michael Jordan as number 1 is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah.
If you're not Kareem, you can't be in the conversation as number 1 in the league.
Damn.
Or Bill Russell. That's it. Those are the only 2
Damn, Kobe
players.
don't get no love.
I think Kobe.
Of all
Is-
time,
is-
Kobe's
If you put,
top 3.
I think
Top 3.
I agree.
It's either
I agree.
Michael, Kobe, or LeBron, and I'm not a LeBron fan saying that.
Man,
When people say Kobe not top 5, I just wait.
Kobe is top 5 in the league.
Of all time.
However, I don't think he can dethrone MJ.
Nah, we didn't say dethrone. I don't
In
think
terms of
anybody's
stats.
going to dethrone him. I'm sorry.
But I would
MJ
say
is just
I would
MJ.
say Kareem is the closest one.
No.
Kareem or Bill Russell.
To what?
To
If you
dethrone MJ.
if you make an argument right now
Bro, how
about
can you-
who's the
how can they
best
dethrone
player?
him if they're not in the league?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying if you made an argument right now and
rather
said
make
Kareem is better than Michael Jordan, I wouldn't be mad at you.
Are we really counting them Celtics ring? Like,
Well, Bill Russell, that's
If
another
you
thing.
go
If
by
you make
rings,
if you go by rings,
Bill Russell is the all-time.
he's
are
the
we really
greatest of
count-
all
Are we
time.
really counting them shits?
But you
You
gotta
gotta count it
understand.
because he was in the NBA.
You gotta
I
understand.
know,
at
I didn't
that
say he wasn't.
time,
He had competition. He had Will Chamberlain
I
going
get it.
against him.
but they were
but
playing them.
that was the
time
only
together.
person, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
In that time, defense wasn't
No
how
three.
it was in the 80s and 90s.
No 3-point.
Actually, I
Three-pointers.
wouldn't say defense because it was a lot harder. These new rules started coming out. Even these
Which
new
makes it-
rules
which makes
were
it
coming
harder
out.
because you gotta abide by those rules.
Mm-hmm.
Playing defense
But the
Defense and
defense
scoring
was
was-
more aggressive.
in
Remember.
the 80s and 90s. Now, when Bill Russell was playing,
Who's to say that? Are you kidding me?
So you trying to tell me who was really
who
battling
was
Bill
his
Russell?
competition?
Who was really battling Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain?
Who?
Please tell me. Who
Okay,
was bodying
fine.
them?
Fine.
If it's only
Bill, Bob
those two,
Cousy?
bro, if it's only those two, in the 80s and 90s, every single team had defensive stoppers.
Okay, fine. If you don't make that,
Every team.
fine. If you remove Bill Russell, I'm sorry, Bill Russell. If you ever see
Man,
this,
yo.
I love you, bro. I
My
love
man.
you. But if you don't put Bill Russell in the conversation, Kareem has to be there
That's an argument I would take.
because he's got 6
MVPs,
rings.
6 rings.
He's,
But he wasn't final MVP every time.
however, his sky hook is unstoppable.
Because of his
Jordan's
height.
fadeaway was unstoppable. Jordan fadeaway is unstoppable.
Kareem has more points, and his
But
his career points
Kareem
hasn't
played
been
20
dethroned
something
for
years.
years.
He had to play them years.
Longevity.
Jordan played. He went to play baseball. He went to film movies.
You gotta
He
understand,
retired and then came back. Come on.
Jordan did it in less years, and he took a break.
Technically, look, he scored all those points
And you gotta
in 12
understand,
years.
he broke his foot in the process.
His rookie year.
Yeah, okay. I agree with you. Jordan is extremely talented, but the thing is,
Extremely.
Kareem, for that record cannot even be. I mean, it's not even Jordan came close to that.
If you're talking about
Kareem, Karl Malone is sitting at number 2
If you're
all
talking
time,
about
and he hasn't won a ring.
if you're talking about skills, like
You had to
who's
go
the
Jordan.
most skillful player to ever play?
Kyrie Irving.
The most skillful
Nah.
player ever.
The most skillful player
Ever?
Kyrie.
I'm going with Kobe.
Okay.
Kobe.
I'll take
Okay,
that.
I'm
going
not
with
mad at
Kobe.
you.
It's
I'm
either
not mad at
Kobe
you.
or Kyrie because
I'm
ain't
not mad
nobody
at you.
could do what they do.
I'm not mad at you at that
Nah, I don't think
because
Kyrie
I feel like Kobe.
Skill wise.
he's a skilled point guard.
No.
I get it. Kyrie is skilled.
He's one of the skillful players.
He
of
hasn't
all
played.
time.
He hasn't played as much years as Kobe did.
Oh,
You gotta still give him time. Kyrie is still trying to figure out who he is. You know what I mean?
no, he's not. He know
Yes,
who he
he
is.
is.
Kyrie know who he is, man.
He's still trying to figure. Listen.
Would you put Kyrie more skillful than Steph Curry?
Yes.
Why would you guys
Steph
say
is
that?
one dimensional. Sorry to say, but he used a lot of picks.
You gotta
A lot of
understand.
running, so it's like
But that's part of the game, though.
I didn't say that, but
is probably one of the most skilled shooters.
boom. But when it comes
But
to like all
Kyrie is
facing
like
the floor,
more all around in the sense that
3-point,
he has a better dribble.
mid range,
His threes isn't terrible.
No, it's not.
His mid range is
Three-point
actually
jam.
pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And you gotta understand, to finish around the rim
With your left and right.
is hard.
Would you put Kyrie Irving over LeBron James in terms of most skillful and all around player?
No,
No.
not all around. Skill, yes.
Still,
okay.
yeah,
Not all around.
I see.
not all around.
LeBron is
Bugging.
Okay, I see. I get it now.
And the thing is, championship wise, people would put Steph over Kyrie.
but skill wise, like to break down the basics
Because
of the
I
game.
feel like Steph and Curry has equal skill.
I think what Kyrie lacks.
Steph has some handles now.
He has handled, but
But that's what I'm saying.
But he doesn't use the mid range. He builds
Steph
big
shooting,
Steph
it's
doesn't
like
even need the mid range.
Exactly. That's what makes
but his
him so
mid range
scary.
is on point though. That's what
Yes.
you gotta understand. What Steph has in shooting, Kyrie has
in driving and
finishing.
in finishing. I see.
But when it comes to handles, Kyrie is definitely because
and-
handles is just is instinct.
And the post. Steph don't go to the post at all.
Yeah, Kyrie, he got that from Kobe, bro.
All right. So now let me ask you this: a prime Derrick Rose with no injuries
Against who?
against Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie. I
Man,
love
that's
D
hard,
Rose.
bro.
I love D Rose, but
That's hard.
The
Kyrie, how old is Kyrie?
27. No, 29.
And we're talking.
He's still in his prime.
I'm talking
Yeah.
about D Rose without
MVP.
before surgery, MVP.
You gotta pick
In
which
Chicago.
Year, we gotta pick which year Kyrie did.
I'm talking about Kyrie at his absolute best with the Cavaliers.
We have it. We wouldn't know until he's done.
Kyrie played his best years with the Cavs.
No, because he had an amazing year this year. 27 points, 5 rebounds a game, 6 assists per game, 50, 40, and 90? What? Are you
Oh,
crazy?
yeah, that is.
What? Wait.
Alright, so statistically, you can't argue this was his best year.
This is his greatest year. What are we talking about?
You think so?
Yes.
It's greatest year?
In 2016, he had his best postseason performance. But his overall season,
Now, nah, bro.
2016 was his best postseason.
Kyrie now can still get injured. That's what I'm saying.
Kyrie before was getting injured. Remember, before they even won
All
the
right,
ring, he got injured.
Injuries aside,
Injuries aside, they're
Derrick
both
Rose
healthy.
is way too explosive for Kyrie, bro.
But he can't shoot.
But he
D-
does.
D-
But he,
Rose
has
wasn't-
but he has defense though.
D Rose have defense.
Yes.
D Rose.
Whoa, I don't think
defense.
y'all. I don't think y'all remember how many
I was
buckets
wrong.
Chris Paul put on his head. Mad times. How he has defense. And I love D Rose. Like, don't get it fucked up. I love D Rose, but he was not this perimeter defender Even Rondo was scoring buckets on his dome piece.
Rondo, it was in his prime. He was a monster too.
Rondo was not in his damn prime.
Rondo
this was after the big three won that chip.
We're
got
talking
beat.
Kyrie finishing around the rim. Rondo had it. Finishing around the rim.
We're talking about Rondo
Rod
in
Strickland
08.
had it.
We talking about Rondo in 08 with the Celtics. He was
That's
a
what I'm saying.
beast.
His finishing
But we're not
was
talking
not
about
bad.
Rondo in 08. We're talking about Rondo when D Rose was in MVP year. He was still getting buckets on him by Rondo.
Nobody was touching D Rose.
What?
In D Rose
He
prime,
was-
Wait.
D Rose was going to the
You said
rim
he was
at will.
he had defense.
he did have defense.
No, he did not.
All right. So do you
He
think
His name.
He wasn't a great defender.
I didn't say he was a great defender. I'm saying.
Do you think
he had good
okay,
defense?
so who do you think is a better defender, Kyrie or D Rose? Because scoring rise, they can score at will.
I gotta say Kyrie.
Interesting.
Nobody ever had a 50 piece on Kyrie yet.
Anybody scored a 50 piece on his head?
Yeah.
Dame, no. Dame? Yeah, no. Dame did. Dame dropped 50 on him. Like 50.
You tell me, Curry never had a
No.
30 on Kyrie?
30, probably, but not 50.
Yeah. Not a
30 and 50 is
I don't.
different. Because look, Gilbert Arenas dropped 50 on Kobe, and he's considered a legend.
It's not hard.
Gilbert Arenas is
How you
not a
doing?
legend.
It's not hard to score 50.
It's hard.
It's hard. It's hard to score 50 on Kobe. It's hard.
Very hard.
I don't think nobody has ever scored 50 on Kobe.
Gilbert Arenas.
Gilbert?
Yes. Easily.
Ages 0?
Yes.
With the
Kobachi.
50 on Kobe.
Kobe. Straight 50.
While Kobe was guarding him.
Yes.
Oh,
The
God.
entire game. Yes.
So where was this consistency all the time?
Nah,
see,
this
he
is when he
was just
became
there.
All-Star.
Yo,
His first year he became
we
All-Star.
needed him big moments, and that's what we got.
But the big moments don't translate to any wins or rings.
Come on, Gilbert wasn't even in the league that long. Come on.
Nah, son. I'm sorry, Gilbert. You can't. You're not Hall of Fame.
Finish it.
All right, guys. This concludes the podcast. Leave a like, subscribe, and write your comments. If we're crazy, say so. All right.
We'll let you know when episodes are gonna air, like the schedule or not. So, see you in the next episode.
Peace.